Hey everyone, hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just going to XRP once again. Thank you for support. Okay, we've got a CoinsKid cruise. So I'm looking at Bitcoin dominance with you. I do think, and there's no bias on this channel, I don't necessarily think the cycle's over. I'll go through that in the charts with you today, my primary expectation for XRP. I do think at the moment we're going through a correction for Bitcoin and obviously XRP and a lot of the crypto projects. I don't necessarily think we've entered a bear market, and a lot of people are saying we've entered a bear market and things like that. There is all the chance, obviously, but I do need to see more structural breakdown from the XRP price action, which currently it's not looking like it's doing it. Basically, it looks like an expanded flat correction. It looks like you're in a C wave, possibly complete, if not one more low, because obviously we look for 5 waves in C. But if it does dip, I want to see something in this particular chart and equally on the RSI in this particular chart. Okay, so I've got really good news about Fartboy. It's done incredibly well. Like earlier in the week I gave you a buyback zone and it's done, I think, roughly 6x from that buyback zone already. It's been an amazing opportunity. The community have really picked it up. It's doing incredibly well. A lot of people are really annoyed, but I completely understand that. But all I'm ever trying to do on this channel is deliver, ways and means and opportunities for you to make money. Hope you understand that, okay? And so far, it really has made a lot of money for a lot of people. It's changing people's lives, and I'm getting messages left, right, and centre. And basically, all I've done is pick up the ball, kicked it, and other people are playing with it right now. So it's doing really, really well, and I'm really pleased for everyone that's involved in Fartboy. We've got an exchange listing on Blowfin as an exclusive exchange listing right there, an amazing no KYC exchange. And again, if you are looking to trade XRP on a no KYC exchange, I would highly recommend Blowfin. It's the second link in the video description right there. I know a lot of people, myself, they have trouble, no KYC. We can't actually use a lot of exchanges in the UK right there. So Blowfin is the one, basically, if you are looking to leverage trade XRP. Now, I'll be looking to execute a leverage trade on XRP soon, and I will be using Blowfin. Now, I'll give you a tutorial soon on how to use that and how to set up your trade on this XRP trade that I'm looking at over the next couple of weeks here. But I think what we've got, and again, there's no bias, I think that what we've got in this particular chart is a clue that we've not entered the bear market yet. And a lot of people say, you're an idiot, Moonboy and things like that. We have entered the bear market, it's all over and things like that. But looking at this chart, I actually think that this is where we could be, where we were in that cycle there. And this is what we've seen up. We've seen an initial drop here in the Bitcoin dominance where we've seen this big pop for XRP. Then we're having this pullback, some kind of macro, wave 4 ABC, expanded flat correction, as I relayed to you. And then boom, we should see a rollover in this particular chart, which is basically a waterfall in the Bitcoin dominance, which we've just not seen yet in this current time frame. Okay, for this particular chart, that gives me the clue. Okay, we're finished. That's it. Bull market's over. Bitcoin's done. XRP's done. We've had the waterfall in the Bitcoin dominance, which is always, that's it. Your waterfall in the Bitcoin dominance is the end of the game. Basically, that's where you come in for your big macro correction. So at the moment, I do think there's no bias. I do actually think that XRP is just simply going for a correction. It's been in a correction since December, and there's confluence in many other charts that I've shown you. Okay, so one thing we keep an eye on, obviously, is this structure here. We're getting rejection, 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 and then another little rejection here. So what we want to see in this particular chart is a huge rollover, and then breaking down towards this white trend line. If we do start to see that, okay, then there's an increased probability this is it. This is your M phase. This is XRP breaking out, coming up the stairs in that final fifth wave. Okay, and at that point, we should, in theory, enter a bigger macro correction where XRP could absolutely roll over and correct 85%, if not more. Absolutely possible, like it did here. We hit this top on this neckline in May, April, as this thing began to waterfall, and I think it was January 2018, the big waterfall at the end of that cycle. Okay, so this is what I've not seen yet. A lot of people say you're an idiot, we're into the bear market, XRP's going to zero, blah blah blah, all that kind of stuff. But I do need to see a little bit more bearish market structure in XRP and Bitcoin, obviously, and obviously this thing just take off into space, because if it does do that, then yeah, okay, this was it. This was your little micro alt season, basically. But I think with the confluence of the data, which I've shown you many times, the insights, basically the Bitcoin has a 3-year upside, 1-year downside. I think that this is the last year, the third year for Bitcoin, and at this point we will enter this bear market this year. So I'm trying to find the top of this one for XRP. We've had an amazing time. So far so good. Okay, so what else do we need to see in this particular chart? So there is a clue, not just in this price action. Obviously, this is the index, this is Bitcoin dominance. If this is falling and Bitcoin's breaking out, that is a very, very good time for altcoins, basically. And we've already seen it. If we drop the XRP price in here and equal to the Bitcoin price, you can clearly see at this point here, it's reflection. Look at this level of resistance. What happened? Bitcoin was breaking out and XRP, but the dominance was falling. That is what alt season is. Okay, a lot of people think that Bitcoin needs to come down and the alt seasons go up and things like that, and then the Bitcoin dominance drops. No, the true alt season, where you see a big parabolic meteoric rises, or Bitcoin going up, alt season going up, alts going up, sorry, and the Bitcoin dominance falling. This is what you see. You know, this is the end phase, which is what you see. So if we go back to this time frame here, it's a bit confusing. I do know that. I do apologize. But from this big waterfall drop here, look at this, where the dominance, which is coming down, what was Bitcoin doing? Breaking out. XRP breaking out. Okay, so I think we've hit some kind of brick wall, possibly a retrace like that. We've seen a big spike up and we're on the cusp of a major drop to the downside where Bitcoin and XRP should begin to flourish to the upside. Okay, and obviously I'm looking for the validation. It was the same scenario here. You know, you've got your big spike up, then XRP and Bitcoin all going up in tandem, okay, as the dominance is going down. And this is what we're just not seeing at the moment. We're seeing an initial breakdown in the Bitcoin dominance, a spike. But I think if we start to see this spike and then a rollover with the XRP price action going up and Bitcoin going up, then okay, we've got our end phase here, a massive trigger point going forward. So I keep you updated as best I can. But there's equally something else we can look at right now that provides opportunity, not just this trend line where we're getting resistance, 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 and resistance once more. There is equally the RSI on the daily time frame, and this is confidence my analysis that I've shown you at this exact point. This is where we was getting really overbought in the Bitcoin dominance. So at this point I did relay to you, looking at the RSI and XRP in tandem down here, as XRP was bottoming, we was extremely overbought on the RSI in the daily time frame for the Bitcoin dominance. So this is a perfect sweet spot in basically an inverse correlation, that XRP was bottoming in a double bottom, which is basically an ascending triangle, and this was topping. You know, so this would provide an opportunity for this to come all the way down the stairs, get really oversold again, and this absolutely broke out. And you can clearly see this is where this topped, this is where this bottomed. The Bitcoin dominance got really oversold. At that point, increased probability of a correction coming back in. We created this expanded flat correction. You can clearly see the dominance come up, come down, breaking out once more. So we're getting right on cue, right where we were before the major upside and continuation for XRP. So we could be on the cusp of a major alt season, although it doesn't feel like it. So I'm looking at reasons in the charts why that is the bottom of the C wave. Obviously it might not be, it might absolutely go again, who knows, but I need to be patient for them leverage longs that I'm going to present to you in time. Okay, but we are right now in overbought conditions on the Bitcoin dominance again, in a potential precursor to an alt season. So right now these opportunities in altcoins are like so Cardano, VeChain, XRP, as the Bitcoin dominance is topping right up here where it was right before that big spike up, this might right now be an opportunity in altcoins just to acquire some spot positions, which is what I've been relaying to you, although obviously it doesn't feel like it. Now I've not entered a leverage trade yet on XRP. I need to see a little bit more price structure going forward, so I'm going to show you exactly what that is, and hopefully I can deliver that message to you, and we'll look at a nice leverage trade on Blowfin. If you are looking for a leverage trade, KYC, definitely get involved in Blowfin. The second link in the video description. Let me dive into the XRP chart right now to see what we can see. Okay, so quickly before I do dive into the XRP chart with you, I have been covering Fartboy every single day in this particular channel, and the reason is because I'm always trying to find opportunity, and this is what I do on the channel. You know, sometimes I'm bearish on XRP, sometimes I'm bullish, and that's what I'm like. You know, I just spot the trends and I ride the trends. You know, there's a saying, the trend is your friend until the end. Break the trend, make a new friend. At some point I will flip bearish on XRP, like I did way back there in April of 2021. Right there I flipped bearish, looking for the big macro correction to 55 cents from 191, and then equally you know, we tagged that 82 cents level in July last year. I got really bearish on XRP then, looking for the big pullback into them zones, and everyone's like, no way, you're an idiot, you don't know what you're talking about. And then last year, I think March, you know, I got bearish on XRP. It was trading about, I think, 74 cents. I was looking for the buy zone at 0.38, and everyone's like, no, you know what you're talking about. So I'm always trying to, you know, just go against the crowd, try and find opportunity in this market. This is what I do, okay, for anyone paying attention. So, you know, I'm always trying to deliver opportunities in this market to make you money, okay? And I think I may have found one in Fartboy, and so far so good. I did relay to you a few days ago 100 million market cap inbound for Fartboy. I think it was floating around about 16 million, 20 million, and it's absolutely bolted, and it got there yesterday. It was an amazing move from Fartboy, you know, and so far so good. So, you know, I do have some price targets. I did relay in a video yesterday. Please go and check that out as a comparison to another call that I made in, I think it was January 2023, on a coin called Bonk, basically, that absolutely went berserk. So this is what we're looking at, and you know, it's not I'm trying to scam you or pull the rug over you or anything like that. I'm just always trying to find you opportunity, and at some point I will flip incredibly bearish on this market, but at the minute I just don't see any reason to be overly bearish, okay? Although obviously we've gone through this horrible correction, this is just what happens in this space. The space is extremely volatile, and I think you're fully aware of that by now. So I'm always looking at reasons in other charts, not just the XRP chart, to remain bullish, or obviously go bearish when people are bullish, and this is what I do on the channel. So stick with the content. If you're not already a subscriber, please do smash that subscription button. We've just hit 275,000 followers, which is amazing. So long may this journey continue. Okay, let's dive into the XRP chart, see what we can see right now. So look at XRP on the 4-hourly time frame. I think we've entered an expanded flat correction just there in December, you know, and this is not the top. Basically, this is the beginning of a correction in December. This is an expanded flat correction. It's basically a bull trap, and the reason is, if you look here, 1, 2, 3, so it's a 3-wave move to the upside. As it was tracing, it lost this pivot point here at $2.50, and boom, we've seen a flash crash onto the 20-week EMA. Now this is the level of support. I did say to you, if you lose a 250, put bids on the 20-week EMA, run about $1.90, $1.91, and boom, you see the big bolt. So far so good. I think it's up around about 28%. But it's at this point right now that I am looking at other opportunities, and one of those opportunities obviously is Fartboy, and so far it has been, you know, we're seeing that it's up, I think 6x up so far since XRP's pulled back into this buy zone. This is up 28%, but you've got the likes of Fartboy, it's up like 500-600%. So already we're seeing the fruits of that labor and that analysis, and I relay to you at this point, this is why I'm taking a little bit more exposure to Fartboy, and I've converted some of my XRP into that, but not all of my XRP. Obviously I'm not that much of a degen, but I'm always just trying to find opportunities in this market for you. So there's a potential. We bottomed here right on Q in a 20, right on Q in a 4-hourly, oversold at roughly 12.55. okay, so we need to see some kind of swift recovery here, some kind of 5-wave move up like we did there that increase the probability. Okay, that is your bottom. Okay, so at the moment we've just got to be patient, kick back, relax. Got a spot bids filled, fantastic, nice little move up, beautiful so far. Okay, but the leverage longs, let's just relax, let's kick back, relax. Too many people degen into leverage trades, okay, and this is not what we do on this channel. We, you know, we'll be patient, wait for the confidence, wait for the structure, wait for the minimal risk trades, which is exactly what I was giving you just there. If you take a look, we've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 setup with an overbought conditions, with bearish divergence at the time I relayed to you. Got the retracement back in at this point, putting bids in, stop loss pivot low, boom, you know, you've got a very minimal risk trade, and this is the setup that I'm looking at right now. It's a potential if we can start to see 5 waves, impulsive waves in the RSI, and equally in the price action as well. We come up, we make a lower high, and then we begin to roll. That pullback is where you build your long positions on blowfin, basically, and I keep you updated as best I can on that particular scenario. So far so good. We are doing incredibly well in this market, but I do think as we draw towards the end of this cycle, I do think the opportunity is in these micro caps, and that's why I've been relaying that to you. So there may be some kind of little flag here, possibly a falling wedge. You come up like this, getting really tight. If this breaks this resistance, again, you could entertain a small leverage long position on blowfin with your stop loss on the previous pivot high and ride it up until you get really overbought with bearish divergence. So that's a little trade as a potential scenario, but I would not go all in and, you know, you use maximum leverage and, you know, your life savings. Only do a small little leverage trade if you are looking for that. So keep an eye, zoom in on the 4-hourly time frame right now. If this just break this resistance, this is some kind of tightening range, and like I've always taught you, compression leads to expansion, boom, some kind of falling wedge after bolting like this, and then this could all be part of the 5-wave move to the upside with an accompanied bearish divergence, and that could be a 1 into a 2. This is where we will build a massive long position with a stop loss down here, which will be a very minimalist trade, and then boom, we get a big bolt out of there. But obviously going forward, just got to be patient, kick back and relax. I'll keep you updated as best I can, so stay tuned to the Discord. There is a free Discord for the Fartboy community, so if you want to get involved in that, and obviously we've got the premium Discord as well. I wish you the most luck. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Take care everyone, back to a new update on XRP. Bye bye.